Welcome everybody to Intuitive Lives. Start over. Welcome everybody to Wednesday's Intuitive Minds Already Know. I'm a little tongue-tied because I wanted to do this on YouTube because we have 51 subscribers and I wanted to do the like a pilot video live stream on YouTube tonight. For some reason, I'm still in approval, here we are on Facebook. So I know I'm a little late, but I thought I was gonna go on YouTube. So thanks everybody that has accepted my friendship and then accepted the invitation to Intuitive Minds. I think we have like 540 or 550. Hello, Becky. So tonight we're going to pull cards and talk about a topic. The topic is acceptance. And I'm going to supersize it tonight by talking about radical acceptance. Because that's hard. Radical acceptance is kind of like going no sugar, no soy, no dairy, no caffeine. Hello, Renee. So I'm going to pull some cards, wait for a couple people to come on. I'm going to use 3 decks tonight. So, of course, I'm going to use the deck that I created called Words to Live By. You get 40 cards in anime theme style and also a printed, in English, a printed guidebook. So we're going to use that deck. This is my very first deck here, the Enchanted Map one. We're going to use that one. And then my other favorite one is Love Who You Are. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to jump right in because I'm already at 20 after 7. So, hello, Renee again. So let's find our energy. So if you're, let me close that. So I like to use some essential oil or some lotion because we're going to rub our palms together like this. And we're going to create some friction because we want to feel the polarity of our energy between our hands. Then as you're doing this, I want you to think of something that doesn't serve you. But then we also want something that is working in our lives, and we want to ask for more of that. Okay? Because it's not all about getting rid of something negative, but in order to do that, we're making room for the positive. So I want you to think of something that no longer serves you, that you'd like to get rid of tonight, whether it's a thought, an emotion, a situation, a worry. Maybe you want to kind of get rid of that memory. Memories are always there, but maybe not have it. Maybe this memory has been reoccurring, kind of like an intrusive thought. I have experience with that. So, and then think of something that you'd like more of. Okay. All right. Get them hands going. Get them nice and hot. Take a couple deep breaths while you're doing that. Okay. Once you've got it, kind of pull your hands away. And imagine that all your energy as a human being is in between your hands, is in this ball. So like imagine there's a ball of white golden light. If you don't want it white, golden, if you don't see it, that's white or golden. You just imagine it any color that you want. Maybe yours is silver, gold, maybe it has a color to it, maybe it's rainbow, doesn't matter. Maybe it's clear, doesn't matter. And then play with it a little bit. Let's draw it tonight. And I can usually feel mine like in the tips of my fingers and then in the bottom of my palm, and you know, play with it a little bit, see where it's more springy and more bouncy. Okay. This is good for really grounding and centering and getting your mind in a better headspace. If you have anxiety or struggle with panic or focus or calming down. And then once you're ready, you can put your thing, your worry, in the ball, because what's going to happen is it's going to go into the universe, and universe is going to take it and recycle it and bring it back to us as the thing that we're asking for. Okay, do it now. Okay. And then just imagine, I kind of like actually give it to God. Essentially, God is all around us. All right. I always feel lighter after we do that. Hello, Erica. I always feel lighter after we do that. So how's everybody feeling? Type in the comments how everybody's doing. I'm going to try just a second here because I haven't been getting the comments up here. It tells me who's watching. Somebody comment so I can see the comments. That's going to turn the camera. Hang on a second. That's going to do that. That's going to do that. Okay, well. Oh, hang on a second here. Swipe left to reveal comments. Okay, there we go. Becky says hi. Renee says hi. All right, cool. Thank you. And Erica says hey. All right, so the topic tonight is acceptance. And I've been working really hard at this one. And you look gorgeous. Thanks. It's dirty hair. That's why it's so high, because it's dirty from we went to a hairball concert. And so I had mine really ratted because, you know, it's the 80s. I've been working at acceptance. And so this morning I was sitting in my vehicle, and I'm sitting in my vehicle asking for protection for the day, asking for strength to get through the day. And I asked for more acceptance. I'm working at accepting more of a particular person in my life. And I asked my future higher self, you know, will I be able to accept this person the way that I think that I want to accept it, in the way that I feel that they deserve to be accepted. And it was interesting because where I thought that conversation was going to go was total opposite. And it kind of goes with the phrase, you can't love someone until you love yourself. That's basically what my guides and my higher self told me, is that you can't accept someone for who they are until you can accept yourself. And it really kind of brought, like, I'm like, oh, do I accept myself for who I am in everything that I stand for, and my principles and my beliefs and my values. And it made me question all those things. And so tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to go through those questions because, like I said, it was before work and I just wanted a quick little, pep talk. But that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Because if you cannot accept yourself, you are going to be trying to control this outcome. And it's not going to work if you can't accept the things in your life. And also it kind of goes like with self-love too. But if you can't accept your flaws and your strengths, like you have to be able to accept, I have flaws and I have strengths. What do I prefer to work at? My strengths. And if you think of yourself in an interview, or not an interview, but like a review or a parent-teacher conference, and all that teacher does or all that boss does is go and rattle off all the stuff that you're not doing. Yes, those things need improvement. But why don't we really congratulate the person first and be grateful that you hired them. Obviously, you knew that they were of value. And so why not start out that conversation with, the positive? And then instead of telling them what they're not doing, how about we rephrase it as, these are some of the things that I see more of your potential to improve on. Tone and approach and how we articulate things to people can change that conversation, that dynamic of those, of the people in that conversation. All right. So I command the universe to use my channeling ability to the best of my ability for the collective tonight. We also set protection. I have cleared my energy, so whatever I'm going through will not be tainted with the energy of the collective tonight. Use me to interpret and to bring forward and to relay the messages for the topic acceptance. What is the next step that we need as a collective, or who's ever watching, to work at accepting ourselves more? Feminine. So this card says feminine, and it's number 24. So right away they're telling me, tap into your feminine energy, because that's where you'll find more acceptance. So if you look at this picture, it's what I'm going to interpret as a masculine figure. Human. Masculine, human. I created the card, so I'm going to interpret it that way. And he is holding a cat. Cats are for the most part, cats are gentle creatures. It looks like it's a little cat. And he's smiling. He's got roses around him. Look like he's wearing a pink. It looks pink here. He's dressed up. He's feeling confident about his body. Comment on here what you guys see. So we need to tap into our feminine, softer side. And we need to practice confidence and smile. Let's read from the book. Usually I get more as I'm reading, I'll get more messages. This man is in touch with his feminine energy. He knows how to be soft and when to be sensitive. He's comfortable expressing his opinion as well as his emotions. He protects his heart with healthy boundaries. He's caring and compassionate with big dreams and desires. He can win you over with a smile, and his laugh is intoxicating. These genuine souls are rare, but they do exist. You just have to be patient while you're looking. So be patient. Be patient as you are learning yourself, reintroducing yourself to yourself, and accepting yourself for who you are. Accept that the thoughts that you have are your thoughts. The feelings and the emotions that you have, they are yours. Own them. Be proud of who you are. It used to bother me that I was so emotional because it's easy for me to cry. I should have been an actor because I can tap into that energy like really easy now in my 50s. And it's not that I'm sensitive. It's not that my feelings get hurt easily. It's just that where my values are, they're so deeply rooted, and it's just, I'm passionate. I'm passionate about the things that I believe in. And so that's why they hurt my feelings as much as they do, because I'm just so passionate about my values. And when you step on my values and you step on my boundaries, my emotions are going to be more intense. And so it used to bother me that I would get that way because people would think of me as, oh, she's just a crybaby. Don't do that because she'll start crying, or don't do that. You're going to hurt her feelings. It's like, this is me. Like, this is who I am. I try to hold back as much as I can. But as soon as I start talking, like the throat chakra and the solar plex, they're connected. And as soon as I start talking, I'm going to cry. So I think this card has a lot of extra meanings in it. Protect your boundaries. Be caring and compassionate with yourself. Laugh, smile at yourself, laugh at yourself. And then just be patient. And so if you do those things, it'll help accept, others. I like that. That was a very interesting twist. Looking for the box. That was a very interesting twist on that card. So I do readings. And right now, I'm going to extend my promotion. So it's $50. You get this deck, and you also get a reading. We can do a reading in person, or I'm doing these pre-recorded readings. So a pre-recorded reading is where I get some information from you, some personal information. And that's not too personal. It's just like where you were born, your real name, your birth name, your name now, and your address. Hello, Lisa. We're going to pull cards. And so I can tap in a little bit deeper if I'm doing it on my own, and I pre-record it, and then I send it to you, and then you get to watch it in the privacy of your home on your devices, and then you can ask questions later. It helps me tap in more without having the dialogue of the person in an actual reading. But I will do in person if that's what you prefer. If it's a personal preference and you would like that immediate feedback and you want that conversation and you want that connection, I'm down with that. I just noticed the one I did this last month, I was able to just keep talking and revealing and pulling cards. So every month I pull a name out of the hat for a free reading. So make sure you guys comment on here on the comments, free reading, because your name will go in at the end of April. Did anybody get fooled yesterday? Oh boy. We're in Mercury retrograde, and we had a full moon and eclipse, then a partial solar eclipse, and the Schumann resonance. Like, we've had the energies are just intense. So just be mindful, like stay in your lane, honestly, because you could be triggered. You could trigger someone else and not even like do anything. So, all right. So we're going to pull another card from the Enchanted Map. This is my very first deck that I got on what is the next step to do to accept ourselves more so that we can accept others more. Flying. The card is flying. What is on here that's going to help us accept ourselves? Well, I'm already drawn to the spiral in here. And I think from experience, I'll speak from experience, when I spiral and I get down into my negative self-talk, and it's usually from the past. It's usually thoughts and memories and stuff that's happened in the past that I just keep like regurgitating and ruminating, and it's like, why do I do this? Because all this has happened in the past, and I need to get over it because I can't change the past. I'm in the moment right now. I should appreciate this moment right now. Make this moment, wherever my thoughts are, make that moment. Think about something good. Just looking. What else? So how to practice more acceptance. Okay. So I asked, and they showed me, like, so this looks like it's, to me in the picture, it looks like it's like not alive. It looks like a representation of a horse. But then this hummingbird over here looks like it's definitely real. So maybe what this card is telling us is to look at what is real, like what is happening right now, and look at our beliefs and what we think is real. Kind of like what they said to me this morning is like, well, you were asking how to accept someone, but you can't do that until you accept yourself and all your strengths and flaws. So I think that's another confirmation of looking at what's fake and real and what's facade and what we're giving, what kind of energy and what kind of attention we're giving to the wrong things. And then the other side of that is, you know, what are you giving your attention to that you could be giving your attention to, the positive energy. So look at what you're focused on. Is it real? Is it, hello, Tanya. Is it real? Is it authentic? Is it self-sabotaging? Is it neglectful? Is it reciprocating the energy that you would like back? And so the bubbles represent, like, the bubbles in here, because they're gone. They're like, that's their moment. So enjoy the moment right then and there, because it's going to be gone like a bubble. I like that. Let's read from the book for that one. It's amazing what comes out when, you know, what I thought was going to be discussed for acceptance, it's totally taken a different direction. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? Hello, Travis. When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today, you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work is paid off, and the things that you hope for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. I like that. I really like that. Cool. All right. Is that resonating with anybody? We're going to pull one more card. Oh, we got Lisa Rogers. She commented. I got to write your name down. And, oh, Lisa Rogers. Lisa Rogers, your name is down for April. Cool, cool, cool. Has anybody else responded? Okay, so we're going to pull one more card regarding acceptance. Radical acceptance. You're welcome. You're welcome, Lisa. Radical acceptance is where, like, you kind of surrender to yourself and to the universe, to God, to Gaia, to Jesus, to the angels. And it's like how I describe it. Help me describe it, Spirit. So it's kind of like forgiveness, because you're no longer orchestrating or navigating out of a place of lack. Oh, Becky's got free reading. You're no longer navigating from that place of lack. And so the card that I had pulled for myself today, some of the words that were in it, the one that popped out, and anytime I see something that really draws my eye, I highlight it. So the words that were highlighted today in the deck, I think it was this one, was accept more and expect less. And it was interesting because before I even went into work, I had tried to channel some messages regarding acceptance, and then I get to work and I picked this card that was about acceptance. So it was my confirmation. It was my confirmation. And so when we accept more and expect less. So by expecting less, we make more room for that in the moment moment, right then and there, because we're not thinking about the past. We're not worried about the future. We're not insecure that something's going to happen again. And we're not dwelling on something that we cannot change. So you're getting rid of control, and you're letting go that the past can be any different. We can't bring it back. We can't change it. We can move forward. And, you know, when you're in the moment, that's where you, like, accept, this is who I am right now. Am I where I want to be? Maybe. maybe not. But I'm gonna be in the moment. I'm gonna learn what I'm supposed to learn. I'm gonna hurt the way that I'm supposed to hurt. I'm gonna heal the way that I'm supposed to heal. And then I'm gonna get the perspective. I'm gonna get the clarity. And I'm gonna be able to step forward confidently, without insecurities, without expectations, and accept that this is my reality. And we can create our own reality. Whew. I like that. Let go of control. Surrender. Allow. Be in the moment. Accept more. Expect less. Okay. So, I'm going to channel messages regarding acceptance, radical acceptance from this deck. Become a wonder hunter. And it's a little bunny. A bunny. I think of bunnies. When I saw this, I thought of the very first card that we pulled with the man and the feminine holding the kitty. And bunnies, I don't know, they're soft. And yes, they can be fast. But I'm just like, when I see a bunny, it's like, oh, a little bunny. And look, there's a dragonfly with this one. And that looks like, I thought it was a heart, but it's actually a butterfly. On here, it looks like a heart. Look at that. That butterfly looks like a heart. Aww. Become a wonder hunter. Become a wonder hunter. Tell me what that means. Tell me how that relates to acceptance. Become a wonder hunter. So, perfect for Easter. Yes. Spring has sprung. Yes. Hello, Joe. So, become a wonder hunter and acceptance. I think this card is telling us that in order to accept ourselves, we have to kind of look out. We kind of have to look outside of ourselves, like outside of the box. So that was another thing that came forward this morning, was in order to see people, in order to accept others as who they are, you have to kind of pull away all the layers and all the facade and all the masks and look beyond their flaws, look at their strengths, and then you can see themselves as like they're when you strip away all the bullshit, you can see them for exactly who they are. And that's where you get to decide if you can accept that for who they are once you strip all that facade away. So become a wonder hunter. Like, in order to accept someone and ourselves, we have to look at everything about that person, about yourself. Because there's, our personalities are grown from past experiences, belief systems, values, and conditioning. So in order to strip away all that and see what the deep down person, it's a lot easier to look at that person from a different point of view, because they're probably just as wounded as we are. They probably need healing just as much as we do. They're probably feeling lost and insecure just like we are. And there's probably more in common with that person when you strip away all their bullshit and all their facade, including yourself, there's probably, you probably see more in common with that person than you actually did by just looking at their flaws and, you know, outside. I like that. Let's read from the book. Your ability to withstand the mundane and sometimes brutal realities of this world is in equal proportion to how well you willingly court wonder. A wise woman once taught that our work in the world is to pay attention, which is mostly standing still and learning to be astonished, being in the moment. Now is the time to intentionally create a space for wonder. When your heart is full of awe, it becomes a magnet for the magic that lives all around us, but is rarely glimpsed. It's time to become its partner. Embrace enchantment. I like that. I like that a lot. Well, we are just really speedy here tonight. Half hour. Thank you all that joined the Intuitive Minds Facebook group. The deck is for sale. I do readings. I'm going to be making some more stuff to be selling on my Etsy page. I wonder if there's any announcements. I will do the drawing and I will post it. I will post it and see who is the winner of March. Next Wednesday, I don't know what the topic is. I'm going to try to do it from YouTube. All right. Do we want to pull one more card? I'm feeling we need to pull like one more card. Should we pull one more card? Yay or nay? I think we should pull one more card. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling like another deck. Hold on. Oh, I like to do this one. Oh, do you guys want to see my dog? Look at Lola. You say hi, Lola? Where are you? Get over here. Lola. Get over here. Say hi. Look at this Wawa. Say hi to Wawa, everybody. Look at Lola. Look at over here. We try. Oh, now you're in the picture? Oh, hello. Hello, honeys. She's big now, folks. She's no puppy. Okay. So I was guided to pull another card. This is a big deck, you guys. This is a big deck. Okay, one last. And this I'm just going to pull as a random topic. I am not going to put an intention with this deck, with this last deck. This is from Colette Baron-Reid's Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I'm just going to pull a card for the highest good. If you do have an intention, you can comment it on here. Otherwise, you can say it out loud where you are at, or you can just say it in your head. But I'm going to use just for the highest good. But if you have an intent, you go ahead and you put your intent towards this next card. Okay. All right. For the highest good, what will these next card tell us collectively for the highest good? Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. Embrace the in-between. In between. Well, that last card that we pulled was it kind of had like the reality and the facade. So what's in between that? What is in between reality and facade? Well, that would be growth, potential, healing, acceptance. I like that. Let's read from the book. Balance comes easily to the flamingo spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be, but do not resist flamingo spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. With one foot in the life you are moving away from, and one in the future as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions. You must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in-between. The presence of flamingo spirit is also a sign that your creativity is rising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you experience in this in-between time. I like that. Another thing that it just came was like, be okay with being here in the in-between. Be okay with not being where you want to be, but not being where you don't want to be. And I kind of would say that a lot when I was really trying to work on my fitness goals and trying to get to that, where I wanted to be. And people would be like, "Oh, how you doing, on your goals, on your fitness journey?" And I'd be like, "Well, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm definitely not where I don't want to be." So it's that kind of the sweet spot in between, where we're not and where we want to be. And sometimes we have to sit there for a while and kind of be in that plateau and that calm state and the slower state, the stew state, where things are just kind of marinating, and it's okay to be there and it's springtime, so it's okay to be in that marinating energy right now. Oh, there you go. That was a good closing. That was a good closing card. Thank you to all who joined, who are joining the YouTube page as well. There are many new videos on YouTube. If there's a video that that was on Facebook and it's no longer there, go to my YouTube page. Intuitive Minds already know, because I have been uploading all the Facebook video live, the live videos that I've been doing on Facebook. They are now on YouTube. I think I have like over 70 on there now, and I have probably 30 to upload from Facebook, because Facebook now is going to be deleting videos older than 30 days. So, bummer. I'm pretty sure they don't want to pay for a bigger server. I don't know. That's my theory. Yeah. So thank you all who join. Thank you who watch here, who come on at different times. Sometimes I'll do Wednesdays, sometimes I'll do Thursdays. If there's a particular topic that you guys want me to do, I am more than willing to do that. There's been a request to do, they're on YouTube now, but I did the crystals for each zodiac sign. So that was kind of fun. It was different. And reach out to me if you would like a reading, and go to the Etsy page. I think it's Intuitive Minds No is on the Etsy page. Already No was taken, I guess. Okay, so on Etsy, it's Intuitive Minds No, and there's some things, the deck is for sale, and there's some other creative things that I've made on there. So thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay warm, stay positive, accept, work on that acceptance. Radical acceptance starts within. All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching.